Yes, hello. Yes, you got him.
Hi, it's Hannah calling from the Radio 55.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Just wanted to have a chat with you really about what the protest was like for you yesterday. What was your involvement there?
Well, basically, I've been with the OM media team, OM99 media team, who've been covering the event in detail. They're like, if you want to say, the frontline warriors of it all. And they're down there documenting where other news stations and camera people don't want to go. So I've been
OM 99 Manual, what is it?
Occupy Media.
Occupy Me, okay.
Yeah, so it's OM99 Media, and basically one of their main photographers and guys that's down there on the front lines is a good friend of mine. So I have been down there with him for the last week, almost every night, and we've been really seeing what's been going on the streets, pretty much with the violence and everything that's going on down there.
So what kind of things have you seen? What was it like?
Well, we've been shot at with rubber bullets. We've been tear gassed. We've been pepper sprayed. They use these new things called flashbangs. They've got these new types of flashbangs where about 12 of them whiz past your head, and what they do is they flash a really bright intensity light, and they make a very loud bang noise. So what they do is they put those into the air right before they're running to charge you with their shields.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty intense.
But you were there on the front line, and so for you, what have the protests really been about? What are you there for people that weren't?
Well, first of all, we want to show people the truth because our media isn't representing it very well. That's a very big part of it. The students are peacefully protesting for the right to free education, and our government has not tried to work with them whatsoever in this process. They said they tried to make a deal, but of course it was a deal that was not advantageous to what they were fighting for. It wasn't even really a deal for that matter. And so the government keeps saying, well, we offered you something and you don't want to, to stop the protests. Well,
What was the deal? What was the deal that they offered?
well, they actually offered a deal where because we're fighting for free education, right? And they offered us actually to pay more and just be more involved, to pay a little bit more than what they originally offered, and to be more involved with the process of where the money was spent. But the actual free education part was not represented whatsoever. They just want to get us to pay anyway. There's no real deal there.
And how does the system compare with the rest of Canada? Don't people in the rest of Canada have to pay for their education too?
Yes, they do, and that's something that we're trying to bring across the board to all of Canada. If we, back in the day, didn't stand up and try to get free medical coverage, we would have never got that. And now these students are starting to take it upon themselves. Like other countries, there are many countries around the world that offer their youth free education if they complete and actually graduate. And I think that's a big part because our students are leaving school and they're highly indebted. And like I know people that, for instance, have been paying, they get out of school and then they've got to pay like $200 or $300 a month, some of them, every month to reimburse a debt over years and years of time, when at that early stage in their lives, that money could be used to feed them. You've got students that are holding down 2 part-time jobs and going to school full-time and putting in all the hours. They hardly sleep at all. And in that process, they're getting out of school burnt out, and they owe tons of money to the government. And we think that that's just not right, and we should be actually trying to get free education like other countries have.
And with regards to the Bill 78, how have you seen? When did that come into force? And
That came into force on the 18th, and immediately, the moment that the 18th happened, we had the cops double in the streets, and now they've partnered up with our transport system, so they're using city buses to bring in loads and loads of cops. There's been reports of helicopters that have been going to pick up groups and groups of people from the airport here. And pardon me?
Have you seen?
Yeah, I got some on tape. If you go to YouTube/WTSP 2012, there's a clip there that says busloads of cops. And well, I've got one on tape. I was just running out of a situation myself because we were being charged at with the flash bombs and the cops coming in with their shields. And I got out of there. I was right in the front line. I was lucky that I was able to get out of that crowd the way I did. But they were coming in from all sides. They're herding us in. They're grouping us in. Last night we have a university TV station here that prides themselves on showing people the truth. And they're called CUTV, the Concordia University TV. And CUTV last night were blocked in with the police along with some of our OM media crew. They were all blocked in, and the police gave them an option. They said, okay, you can leave, we'll let you leave, but you've got to stop filming. You've got to shut off your cameras, and you've got to go home. And then what they do usually when the media get out of there, and they stood their ground last night, the media, they said no, and they stayed with the protesters to get it all live, even at their own lives' risk. And basically here, you've got them stopping the media, getting them out of the scene, and then they go in and do their dirty work, and they hurt innocent protesters, peaceful protesters, where the cameras are all away.
And so, what are you hoping to achieve from the protest? Where do you see the protest going from here?
Well, you know, there is a protest here every single night for the last 100 nights. And when they chant in the streets here, they say, every night until we win. And they're not stopping. And they're coming up with new techniques where you've got people, which I thought was very clever. They've got people in all neighborhoods of town, thousands and thousands of people. Every night now you hear it. It's like a war call in a way, if you want to say. You've got people that come out on their balconies with their pots and pans, and they come and they bang and they bang and they bang, and you could hear it resonating from all over the different neighborhoods. Doesn't matter where you are on the whole island of Montreal. And people are protesting in that way, and they're in favor of the students. Everybody that is doing these actions are in favor of the students. We got over 550,000 people in the streets on the 22nd. That was remarkable. It was bigger than our Earth Day that we've got 300,000. And the media has been downplaying it. Like my parents, I asked them, so what did you see on the news? What number did they give? And my parents said to me, oh, well, they said there was about 150,000 people there. There were over 500,000 people there. That's guaranteed, and it's been shown through all of the different photographs and all of the various independent medias that were there. But the mainstream media is downplaying everything and just portraying the violence.
Right. Okay. Well, I just need to check a couple of things with our producer. I'm not sure who it is that she wants me to speak to. I've just been speaking to a few people. But it's been really interesting to speak to you. The only problem might be because we wanted someone as a protester and someone supporter before afterwards.
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
But you are a protester first and foremost, really, aren't you?
I would say I'm more of an activist for positive social change. I've been working for 5 years, way before this Occupy movement even started, trying to get people more aware of the world they live in and their rights being revoked, because laws are changing every day, things are changing, and they're all brushed under the table. People don't see what's really going on.
Are you from Montreal?
Yeah, I'm from Montreal, and I've traveled Canada coast to coast in the past several years, over and over and over again, just to learn and network with various activist movements and food-oriented movements, organic movements, all sorts of different types of movements that are for positive, peaceful, social change. That's what I do in life.
Sounds good. Sounds quite. My brother does stuff like that actually.
All right.
He's an activist in Bristol. I'm sure he'd have a lot in common with you actually.
Well,
But,
I'm on Facebook, so you can always reach me through there.
yeah, great.
I'm
Okay. Well,
Soapbox Screamer Mundafar.
yeah, great. I'll have a look at that, and I'll speak to you. I'll give you a call either way, or I'll send you an email to confirm.
Perfect.
But I'll just need to check a couple of things with my producer. But yeah, really helpful to speak to you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day. Wow.